Alright guys, I'm checking to make sure I'm in the frame. So, biggest issue I have had lately with my videos is my lighting quality has been crap. So what I wanted to try and do, because I tried it in my bathroom with like 5 or 6 of the Energy Saver bulbs in, and I came off really super orange. And I was like, well, that's for shit, because obviously I'm not orange. Sorry for the language. So I was like, alright, well, I have fluorescent lighting, which is normally a bad thing. The lighting thing with the video is really, it's confusing. So I decided to try this in my kitchen. Only problem is, there's no mirror in my kitchen. And I wanted to do a tutorial. Oh god, I get purple on me. Sorry. There's like crap on my camera. So I'm using the little mirror from the palette I'm going to be using for the tutorial to check and make sure I'm in frame. And I am. And sorry this is so close up, but I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. And I'll show you how I have this set up. It's not very great. You're sitting on top of a great big metal bowl on my counter. Yeah. So that's how we're doing that. And since it's just one of the regular point-and-shoot cameras, I don't have anything I can flip around and like see what I'm doing, so I'm making sure I'm in frame. In case you're wondering why I keep looking off to the side. This is a lot harder than you think it would be. Okay. Sorry. So, what I wanted to do for you today, number one, test out the lighting and see if the lighting works, and if it does, I can set up a little something in here. As you can see, there's like nothing behind me. It's a really big kitchen and there's nothing in it. I could set up a little table and stuff with a mirror and be able to do better videos with better lighting, stuff like that. So, I'm going to do one of my favorite winter tutorials for you. I know everybody's all about the fall stuff right now, but where I live on the East Coast, we sort of get like 2-3 weeks of fall and we're straight into winter. Like, there is no grace period at all. So I just wanted to do a tutorial of one of my favorite winter looks, and I'm going to be using one palette, one eyeliner, one blush, and one lip product. That's it. So it's super easy to do. All of these products are really accessible, really easy to find. I take that back. The blush might not be easy to find. That may have been limited edition. I'm not entirely sure. But the rest of it's really easy to get a hold of, because it's all Avon, and it is all Avon that is current. You can still get it, so it's really nice. Any hoozles, let's jump right in. The only thing I have on at the moment is my Bare Minerals Volume Defining Mascara, because I had that on today. I didn't put any foundation on today. I was in surgery all day, so there was just no point in putting on foundation. And then the blush I'm going to be using is the blush I put on this morning, and it's pretty much completely worn off. Like I said, I was in surgery all day, so yeah. Okay. So I'm going to attempt to do this while holding this little mirror and not blocking the frame. I don't know how well it's going to work, but I'm going to try. So this is the, what is this called? This is the Avon 8-in-1 palette, and this is in, none of the colors have individual names, but the palette is called Watercolors. I have used and abused this palette so badly. So this is what it looks like. It's just got some really amazing neutral colors. They all have just a hint of shimmer to them, but it's really not a heavy shimmer at all. I love this palette. Like I said, I've used and abused this palette since I've had it. I got this last year. It came in like a little Christmas set, but you can still get it. I did actually go online and find it in the main catalog. So, first color I'm going to use is this pretty purple color. And that's just going to go all over the lid. And I'm using this little, this is the e.l.f. Professional Defining Eye Brush. I like using this all over my lid because it is angled. And because I have almond-shaped eyes, it works a little bit better because I can take the widest part and fan it out and sort of get the shape I'm looking for. So I really do love this brush just for lid color. And then I will be using the Professional's Blending Eye Brush for the crease. It's just a basic pencil brush. And then the Sonia Kashuk Fluffy Blending Brush. And those are the only brushes I will be using. The only ones. So, like I said, we're going to dive into this really pretty lilac color. And just tap off the excess. And getting that all over the lid. I would normally use a primer, but I'm just going to be taking this off in a couple of minutes, so not all that concerned about it. So, I have my purple on. Now, I'm going to take my, wrong brush, my little pencil brush, and I'm going to take not the really bright blue, but this one right next to it, the little more grayish blue, and sort of, I guess you can't really call it ombreing because it's not the same color, but just fade that into my crease. A little bit of that on my brush. And just work that into my crease. And a lot of people say that purples and blues aren't as wearable, but I really feel like with this look you can make them super wearable. Especially with my skin tone and my hair color. I wear a lot of purples and blues and the pinks in the winter. I feel like it sort of takes a little bit away from how pale I get in the winter. Plus, like I said, I'm a redhead, so I do tend to carry those colors really well. But it is mostly just about skin tone. And I am severely pale. But I do have freckles year round, so I do get that teensy bit of color. Okay. And I'm always actually pretty messy at first because, like I said, I'm going to go back through and just blend all these together. Like that. Okay, and then just clean off my brush real quick on a little towel. Okay. And then I'm going to take the bright blue and just put that on my outer V, just to spice it up a little bit. And then I'm going to take my Sonia Kashuk Big Fluffy Blending Brush, and I'm going to take the gray and just fade everything together really lightly. And just blend everything in so that it all just fades nicely into a nice, cool, but sort of kind of smoky look. And I find that I like the gray, because that gray is almost a silver. I like that better for the blending than if I were to go back with like a different blue and do it. Because I feel like it just ices everything out. It makes everything look a lot more natural. And then just clean that brush off. And I'm going to take the highlight shade. And this is just a flesh tone light shimmer. It's my flesh tone anyway. It may not be yours. And then just run that through and highlight with it. Just like that. And like I said, I'm not worried about being real super clean about it. Because this is supposed to be like a sort of kind of icy, smoky kind of thing. So I'm not super concerned about cleanliness or or sharp lines or anything like that. You really want the lines to be nice and faded. And let me just make sure I'm still in the frame. I'll zoom in a little bit here, if my camera will let me. Apparently won't let me. Okay. So that's what that looks like. And now I'm going to add in, what is this? This one's really old. This is the just basic Avon eyeliner. It's not the Glimmer Sticks or the Super Glide or anything like that. And this is just in silver. If you can see. Maybe too close. But it's just a silver eyeliner. They're not super difficult to find, I don't think. I've seen quite a few of them. And I'm just going to really heavily line under my eyes. And the reason I say heavily is because silver eyeliner does have a tendency to fade quicker than other eyeliners do, because silver is one of the hardest things to pigment. And then I'm just going to do my waterline. Just like that. So, next thing I'm going to do is clean off my Sonia Kashuk fluffy blending brush again. And don't get scared about this. And then I'm going to take my MAC satin powder blush in Fleur Power. If any of you know who Fleur de Force is, it's spelled the same way she spelled it. And I'm just going to very, very lightly, with the fluffy blending brush, mind you, super duper duper lightly, just dust this on my cheeks. And the reason I'm doing this with my fluffy blending brush, fluffy blending brush, is because I really just want like this sheerest coverage ever. Enough. The whole point of doing it this way is just to make you look like you just came in from outside and you're cold. Like I said, this is a winter look. So I barely get any on there, and then I just blend the bejesus out of it. Just that teeny little amount, and then I just blend that in that round area on my cheeks. Blend, 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 blend. Just to give you that, ooh, it's cold outside look. And then I will put just the dabbiest on my nose. Then, this is the Avon Perfect Wear Plump and Stay Lip Color. Now, I'm not going to tell you what the color is because I'm not using the color. I'm just going to use the plumping gloss part. And the reason I'm doing that is, number one, this is the best plumping gloss I've ever used in my life. It's not sticky, which is my biggest pet peeve. Excuse me. My biggest pet peeve with any lip product, color, doesn't matter. If it's sticky, I hate it. Hate it. Especially because majority of the time I have my hair down. I have my hair up right now for the purposes of this tutorial. And I'll get closer so you can see. My hair gets stuck in it, and then I feel like my lips are sticking together, and I hate sticky lip products. And I know girls that really love like the stickier the better, and I'm like, no, that feels gross on my lips. This stuff does not feel sticky even in the tiniest little slightest bit, which is why I like it so much. So, just put this on my lips. It's clear, so you don't really have to worry about it. Like I said, this is plumping. It does have that little bit of mintiness to it, but it's super smooth, not sticky at all. Sorry, that was a little dramatic. Then, once again, my Sonia Kashuk fluffy blending brush that I cleaned off. Just clean up your edges a teeny bit. And something I like to do that I don't think I've ever seen, I might have seen one other person on YouTube do this. I'm not sure why nobody does this. I really like doing it. It's sort of a create your own lipstick with eyeshadow look. And the reason I like doing this so much, especially with this particular lip gloss, is because it stays. Like, not even kidding. It's almost like as the gloss sort of sinks into your lips, so does the eyeshadow. So it almost creates like a stain effect, but kind of not. But it's got an incredible staying power, which is really important to me. I'm working all day long, constantly working with my hands. I'm a vet tech, by the way. Or not a vet tech, but a vet assistant. So I'm constantly working, and I don't have time to stop and think about reapplying my lip products. I don't. So, I like doing things like this because I can count on the color staying. I do also own a lot of long-wear lip colors, like the one I just showed you. I'm not going to show you the color, though, because it's a total summer color, and I wouldn't ever wear it in the fall or winter. But I do own a lot of long-wear lip colors, and I do love those, but they do tend to feather or fade or smudge. This I've had nothing but luck with. I really like it. So, what I'm going to do, and don't freak out, I'm going to take a little bit of this color and a little bit of that color, mix them together really well, and then dust my lips with them. So, teeny bit of that, and a teeny bit of that. Mix them together, and then dust it off. And what this creates is a really nice light shimmer on the lips. And if I had to name it anything, I would name it Snow, actually. Because it's not white. But it does give that, like, wintry look to it. I really like it. And that's it. It's really super simple. Like I said, this is one of the looks that I really enjoy doing. I have some winter scrubs that I wear to work that are like white and blue and snowflakes, and I really like the way this looks with it. Let me see if I can get like a really good shot with the light like directly on my face. So yeah, that's the winter look I like to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if the video quality is any better, if the lighting is any better. This is a learning process for me, so you guys gotta help. Okay, bye guys.